Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. As today, the Hillers take on the Norton Lancers in a cross-TVL matchup. Tom Nappy happy to be on the call. Ben Leibowitz on camera for this TVL battle as we are just about to get things started here. The Hopkinton Hillers are 9-0 on the season. They have been absolutely perfect throughout the first half and have already clinched a playoff spot, but of course they will be fighting for seeding. The Norton Lancers, they've had a good season as well. They are 5-4-0 overall, 5-3-0 in the league, and they are on a 2-game winning streak, looking to pull off a massive upset here this evening, but the Hillers will certainly have something to say about that. Norton last defeated Dedham 1-0. That was on Friday, and before that they took down Norwood in dominant fashion 8-0. So they have had some great success as of late, and they are certainly fighting for a playoff spot as well. The Hillers in their last game, they got a road win against Algonquin, a 1-0 road win. Before that, they took down Bellingham 5-0 over in Bellingham. And last Tuesday, you saw that game on HCAM as the Hillers took down Millis 5-0. They have been red hot lately and certainly putting in a lot of scores, and they will look to continue that here this evening. For the Hillers, leading the way has been Maddie Recupero. She is the team leader, 13 goals on the season. She has been sensational, 8 assists. Nina Zuganitos also with a whole lot of assists. She has 9 assists and is in fact the team leader. And it's been that combination of Maddie Recupero and Nina TZ that has been next to unstoppable for the Hillers. And we'll see how the Norton Lancers deal with that combination here today. So as I mentioned, the Lady Hillers in their last game took down Algonquin. It was a very close game on the road. A 1-0 final in that game. And the Hillers slightly outpossessed Algonquin as they possessed the ball about 52% of the game compared to Algonquin's 48%, but it was certainly a very close game. Defense was the key in that game for the Hillers as they got a big non-league win this past Saturday. And speaking of non-league wins and non-league games, they'll have another non-league road game this coming Saturday as they will be on the road over in Brookline for another tough out-of-league road game this coming Saturday. And that will be the only game besides this Norton game that they have this week. So Hillers get to rest up a little bit after this game. They'll have a few days to recuperate and get ready for that big Saturday game against Brookline. But of course, the only concern for Coach Skiba and the Hillers right now is this tough Norton Lancers team. As we are just about set to go, Lancers are in their away white jerseys, working right to left across your screen. Hillers are in the green. As Norton looking to clear the zone. Kilcarney gets it over to the near side towards Fortini Grazos. Along the sideline, out of play goes. Let's take a look at the starters for the Norton Lancers. You got Gabrielle Murphy in net, freshman goaltender. Number 1, Taylor Collins is also a captain and a midfielder. She's out there for Norton. Olivia Lavoie, defender Number 2. Number 5, McKenna Shea, a forward. Number 6, Mad Ribeiro, a defender. Number 9, Sarah Morrison, a defender. Number 12, Adeline Corcoran, a captain forward. Number 16, Zoe Santos, a captain midfielder. Number 17, Jordan Tatchero, a junior defender. Number 18, McKenna Perham, a freshman midfielder. And number 20, Ava Berry, is a sophomore midfielder. Those are your Norton Lancers starters. And they are led by head coach Megan Elliott. As the Lancers trying to work it up the near side. As for the Hillers, they are led by head coach Tom Skiba, who has just done a tremendous job at the helm for the Hillers. And taking a look at the starters in there, looks like you got Laura Mosier out there on the defensive side. Ashley Clark is out there as well. Nina TZ is in the midfield. In net, it is Ella Nye. We certainly want to wish Ayla Chase well. She was unfortunately injured last week and is expected to miss a few games. We certainly hope that she recovers quick and can get back out there. Maddie Recupero in the starting mix along the left side. Ashley McCann is a starter for the Hillers. And also out there, you got Myron O'Connor, Nicole Tedstone, as well as, of course, Nina TZ in that midfield holding down the fort. Emma Prisco in the starting mix, and she is set to throw it in as we are a couple minutes into action here in this cross TVL matchup. Big congratulations to Hiller Girls Volleyball. They got a big win over Medfield. You had the leader and the standings leader of the TVL Small in the house yesterday in Medfield, and the Hiller girls got the job done. A 3-set sweep, and they are on fire. The Hiller girls representing some pink socks here today. It is Breast Cancer Recognition Month, so we'll certainly have some great fundraisers coming up as well for these Hiller sports teams to raise money in the fight against cancer. Into the box, Tedstone approaching up the left side. Booted away, but Recupero's there, putting on the moves. Battle for it towards the end line, out of play, and the Hillers are going to have a corner. Beautiful day out there today. Temperatures in the low 70s. The sun's starting to peek out. It was cloudy most of the day, but sunshine on the field as of right now. Here comes Nina TZ as she sends the cross out in front and booted away. Had a play there. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. Good pressure early on in this one. There's the entry over to O'Connor. Sends it back, and there's a boot. Wrapped up. So good pressure there to start things off for the Hillers. Here comes the Lancers up the far side. Approaching and booted away by Prisco. A nice job by Prisco, sensing some trouble there, getting it out of the danger zone. Throwing the Lancers. Just under 5 minutes into action. Hiller's going to take it up the far side. A little breakaway here. There's a boot towards the midfield, looking for O'Connor. It was Tedstone, and we're going to get an offsides. Well, from what I'm told about this Lancers team, they got some good speed and some good shooters as well. Zoe Santos, the senior captain, is who to look out for as far as goal scorers for the Lancers. Although they have many who can get the job done. But the big scoring threat this season for Norton has been Zoe Santos. Along the far side. Hillers trying to clear their territory. Sent up by Nina. And now Tedstone up the sideline, out of play. Lancers on the entry. Well, big key for the Hillers this season has been how accurate they have been shooting-wise and their crisp passing. They've been able to tire out their opponents and take control of the majority of their games so far this season as Nina sends that one up. Trying to cut in was Gratsos. Fotini Gratsos battling up against Madden Ribeiro. Looking to close in O'Connor, crosses it, Nina TZ, top of the box, just off the mark. Some more pressure by the Hillers. That was a good feed to Nina TZ, just waiting along the top of the box and just slightly off the mark there. Throw in for the Hillers. Prisco will take it. Intercepted by Collins. Over to Santos. Shea now. Give and go. Here goes Santos. And Santos sends it up. Good defensive play there by Ashley McCann as she was able to just chip it away briefly from Adelaide Corcoran. Hiller's able to clear the box. Well, Norton had a nice breakaway. Adelaide Corcoran was ahead of everybody. And McCann just got in front of her to tip that ball away a little bit and throw Corcoran off her mark. And that might have saved a goal there. O'Connor looking across, and we'll put it off of Lavoie and out of play. Hillers will have a corner. You know how to go a bit to get that ball. We'll see where she puts this one. Nina TZ on leashes. Batted back, header out of the box by Tatro. Out of play it goes. Throwing Hillers. Here comes McCann to take it. Into the box she goes. Along the edge. Nina tips it back in. Lancer's trying to work it upfield. O'Connor getting in there. And the pass to O'Connor takes the shot. Oh, just off the mark. Great feed from Tedstone. Tedstone gets the steal, catches O'Connor coming up the field, and just a little off the mark there. Off for Tedstone. Battle for it now. Lancer's going to try to switch it up. Collins along the far side, overshoots her target. It'll go back to the Hillers. Just over 10 minutes into the first half. Well, Hillers establishing some early control, getting some shots off. Let's see if they can keep it up here. Along the far side. Some nice moves by Recupero. And booted out beyond the end line. Corner for the Hillers. Recupero gets it in quick. Nina back to Recupero. Back to Nina. Takes it up, crosses it, header, oh, off the crossbar. And a boot by Ted Stone wrapped up. Good ball by the Hillers. Alex Clark nearly had the header for the goal, but just off that crossbar. Along the far side. There's a boot by Nina. Norton Lancers soccer program doing well. Developing a good steady system, and they've been competitive the last few years. In the Norton territory, O'Connor trying to get there. Hiller's not afraid to attack. Recupero feeds it over. Nice pass to Kilcarney. Oh, just offsides. Well, it was a good look for Gratzos. Fed it through to Kilcarney. Just a little bit offsides there. Give and go. Gratzos sends it back. Nina over to Recupero. Recupero pushing her way through and deflected out of the box. Good defensive stand by Norton. They're looking for a break here. And that is sent up over to Shea and booted away by Clark. Off the Lancers throw-in. Kilcarney getting in there. And knocked out of play by Gratzos. Well, the Hillers they're not the kind of team that's gonna hang back. They're gonna try to attack and get that ball from you. Recupero with space to work with. Here she comes. Closing in. Into the box, out in front. Takes it. What a save by Murphy. Good save there by the freshman keeper. Alpha Kilcarney sent up by Prisco. Here's Gratzos, knocked out of play, throwing Hillers. Prisco on the entry. Nina over to Gratzos, feeds it out. Recupero, gonna slide it back there. Hillers trying to keep it in Norton territory, but Zoe Santos has other plans. Nice job there by Nina, breaking that up and intercepting. Clark sending it back towards Nina. Battle for it now. Hillers still trying to take it up the right side. How to play that goes. Some substitutions for the Lancers. Elise Lyons, Hayden Stewart, and Captain Anna Hickey into the game. Clark sends it up towards Recupero. Recupero chips it into the box. O'Connor battling for it, getting out in front of her Lions. Nina Takes it. Oh, just a little too much. Oh, nice job by the Hillers working it into Norton territory, getting another shot off. And correction on that last shot, that was actually Ted Stone. The 11 and 17 gets me sometimes. Here comes Norton. Trying to send it through. Good defense by McCann. Well, one thing Ashley McCann does so well is read passes. And she read that one perfectly. Recupero looking for Gratzos. Gratzos looking to close in. A little body bump there. Still in front of her. Takes it off the side of the net. Well, Anna Hickey, the captain. Likely some goal-saving defense there for Norton. Kilcarney with the header. Turn back towards Gratzos. She'll slide it to Kilcarney now. Up to O'Connor. Into the box. Nina. Oniga. Putting on the moves. Gets it over to Recupero. I'll tell you, Lancers, they got some good defense in the box and some great goaltending. They're not going to make scoring easy. Can on the entry. Recupero trying to get around the defender. Takes it off of Kilcarney. Popped out a play off of Norton. Throwing Hillers. On the entry. Carney moves it over. Nina. A little too much on that one. And we're going to get a timeout by the Norton Lancers. A scoreless game. 21:33 to go here in the first half. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by Bill's Pizzeria Kitchen and Grill, located at 14 Main Street. Find them online at mybillspizza.com. Welcome back off the timeout. Here's a look at the Hiller fall broadcast schedule for Week 5. Last night, we watched Hiller girls volleyball take down Medfield in a 3-set sweep. Medfield top team in the TVL Small. What a win by the Hillers last night. And today, of course, Hiller girls soccer against Norton. And tomorrow, we're back in action. A big field hockey matchup. Hiller field hockey, who's been red hot lately, takes on Medfield. A 5 p.m. start time to that game. For live streaming information and schedule updates, head over to our website, hcam.tv. Ready to continue on in the first half off the Norton timeout. It remains a scoreless game. Lancers holding strong defensively. We'll see if they can find a way to get it out of their zone and get some pressure on the Hillers. A little bit later in the broadcast, we'll take you through the TVL standings for girls soccer. The seeding has been released as well. It was released last Friday. A nice boot by the keeper, Nye. Kilcarney sends it up. O'Connor. Over to Grazzo's flying up the sideline. Trying to cut in. Crosses it, no one's there. Sent back up the near side. Lancers looking to sneak through. With it is 16 Zoe Santos, sends it back. Pass up by Lavoie. Approaching the midway point of this first half. Into the box. Recupero. Looking to approach. Into the box. Around the defender. Takes it. Got it. Rips it in. Well, Maddie Recupero left alone, kind of hanging around the middle. And she was just able to speed right through a couple Lancer defenders. And she grabs her 14th goal of the season. A 1-0 Hiller lead at 20:09 left to go in the first half. Now that's what the Hillers were looking for there. I'm sure they're getting a little frustrated. A whole lot of pressure, a couple shots just off the mark. But now they finally get that lead they've been wanting to get. Sent up by Perham, excuse me. Lancers trying to work it up the far side. Just past the midway point of this first half. With it is Collins. Nice takeaway by the Hillers there. Aired out by Mosier. He's got some good air under that one. Nina TZ sends it up. O'Connor with it. And a play it goes. Hiller throwing. Taking a look at the TVL standings. Hillers up at the very top of the TVL large. 9-0-0. Holliston 7-2-1. Hillers will be meeting up with them soon. That should be quite a battle, as it always is. Westwood 3-4-2. Ashland 3-6-0. Dedham 3-5-1. Norwood 0-9-0. Into Hiller territory. And that'll get over the head of Hickey. In the TVL small, you got Medfield at the top, 8-2-0. Dover Sherborne 5-2-2. Norton 5-4-0. Medway 3-3-2. Millis 3-6-1. Bellingham 3-7-0. Very competitive TVL small this season. Everybody in there for a chance at a postseason spot. And bracket-wise, Hillers at last check were ranked 17th. More on that in a bit. Recupero sends it up towards the net, wrapped up. Riley Colleran with a shot there. So the Hillers were ranked 17th. They may have moved up slightly since then, and hopefully will, especially by the end of the week. But it's a very competitive D1 bracket, and you know, in some sports, you got the Hiller girls in D2, and in others, you have them in D1. And when you're in that D1 bracket, it's you got to rack up those non-league wins. So that's why that non-league win the Hillers picked up against Algonquin last Saturday, and that game against Brookline coming up this Saturday is going to be so huge for this Hiller girls team to try to move up some of those spots in the state playoffs. They have already clinched a spot, that's for sure. But now you're fighting for seeding, and trying to get into those top 4 or 5 seeds to grab some more home matches. It's going to be a throw-in for Norton. Maddie Recupero trying to work her way through. Nice pass there. Here they come. The cross out in front. Deflected. Sent out. On HCAM Sports Talk this week, HCAM Sports Talk, of course, every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to tune in. Peter Thomas and myself, Tom Nappy, we talk a whole lot about the MIAA playoff seedings and where this girls' team is at. And the boys' team, they're also in contention as of right now. There's a shot wrapped up by Nye. Norton trying to go long distance there, and that's what you got to do. If they're having trouble getting into the attack zone because of this stout Hiller defense, so try to go long distance, at least put it towards the net, see what happens. Here comes the Hillers. O'Connor sends it over. And that is Collar in towards the net. Sent back out. Corner of the box. O'Connor popped away along the sideline. Just kept in. Set back up. Recupero. Got Recupero Collar in on that left side of the offense. Always dangerous to have that amount of speed over there. Nina sends it up. Recupero going to take it towards the near side. Along the middle now. Coming up towards the box. Sends it in. Just a little in front of her target there. She's looking to get it to O'Connor. Along the far side, sent out. There's Colleran. And out of play it goes. Norton throwing. Out of play there. Throwing Hillers. 14 minutes left to go in this first half. 1-0 Hiller lead. Sent over. Prisco. Lancer's looking for something here. Towards the top of the box. Good send away there by Clark. At midfield, that's Stewart. Sends it back. Looking to send it down. Tatro. Good boot back into Norton territory there by McCann. With it now, Collins. Norton switching up towards the near side. And nice steal by Prisco, able to slide it through. Here comes Jacomi. Clark gives it a boot, finds Recupero. Recupero approaching. They're quick to get defenders in front of her. Sends it over to Colleran, back to Recupero. Nina. Gets it over and offsides. Up the far side. Sent over to Jacomi. Prisco getting in there. Knocked out of play. Hiller throwing. Prisco set to take it. Looking for Recupero there. Up to O'Connor. Header by Recupero. Lancers get it back to midfield. Shea moves it up. That is Corcoran. And a play it goes. Norton throwing. Some substitutions for both sides. Allie Desmond in the game for the Hillers. Madden Ribeiro and Ava Berry back in for Norton. Just under 11 minutes left to go in the first half. In the box. Hillers clear it out. Here goes Recupero. Moving it up towards Jacomi. Here she goes into the box, and it is off the keeper's hands and out of play. The junior nearly broke through there and had one. Last-ditch effort by the defender. Slowed up the shot from Jacomi. And Gabrielle Murphy able to just poke it out of play. Corner for the Hillers. Over to Nina. Back to Recupero. Coming in, looking for the shot. Defender's getting in front of her. With it now, Shea sends it over. Lancers looking to work the left side of that Hiller defense. Now they're switching it up. Trying to see what they can find up the middle here. Here goes Shea. Out in front. Box out there. Picked up by 9. Nice box out by Mosher. Good boot by Nye. Along the far side, Collins battling Nina. And a play goes. Lancers throwing. There's a good boot up the field there by Mosher. There's Natalie Prisco trying to find O'Connor, sent away. Sent up by McCann. O'Connor crosses it. And McCann able to get a touch on it. Sophia TZ sends it over. Popped into the box by Prisco. Back to midfield we go. Some nice moves there. Too many defenders for Adeline Corcoran to deal with. Norton gets it back, however, Ribeiro. And sent up towards Prisco. There's Sophia TZ. And a little too much in front of her intended target, Natalie Prisco. Playing it off her body there, McCann. Mosher with the header. Nina. Gonna send it back. Ooh, Lancers getting the steal. Good effort. Norton going to have a corner here. That was a nice job by McCann getting in front of the ball handler. Not giving her that open shot. Here's a boot. It's a good one. Touched by the keeper out in front, off the keeper, and it is just wide. What a save by Illini. She dove just right there, and I believe it was Taylor Collins who got the last touch. Nearly put it in. It was just deflected. Norton will get another corner opportunity. Another good one. Mosier was placed nicely. Out in front. Popped up. Header. Booted back out. Top of the box. There's a shot just wide. Well, good pressure by Norton. It's probably their best sequence of the game pressure-wise. Ava Berry getting that last shot. Putting on the moves is Sophia TZ. Hiller's looking to clear the zone. There goes O'Connor. Slides it up the far side. Nice steal there. O'Connor slides it up, looking for Natalie Briscoe into the box, just picked up. Gabrielle Murphy able to pick it up just in time. There by Sophia. Colleran trying to find some space along the far side. Throwing Hillers. Allie Desmond will take it. There's a good boot. O'Connor trying to sneak through. Lancer's able to just scoot it by. Good feed by Shea. Mosier gets out in front of it. Hit the 4-minute mark of this first half. It's been a good back and forth battle. Hillers had the majority of the pressure through the first half of this first half, and Lancers have since got a little pressure going of their own. Here come the Hillers. Sophia TZ trying to sneak through. Well, Norton's been a pretty good job at not letting the Hillers out of the midfield area too much. Briscoe moves it up, finds O'Connor. Here's Recupero. Gets it over to Nina. Nina sneaks it through. McCann. Looking for Nina. Put out a play. Lancers throwing. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Be sure to stick around at the halftime break for some of the latest Hiller highlights. Get you caught up with what happened last week. Good job straddling the sideline by the Hillers. Briscoe. O'Connor. Back to Recupero. Putting on the moves. Recupero sneaks it through. Nina. Gonna move it back. Hillers doing a little switch action here. Recupero looking for Nina. It was intercepted. 2 minutes left in this first half. Driving up the field, Santos sends it up. Nina gets out in front of it, sends it back. Now approaching Barry, gets it over, top of the box. And there's a shot and a save. Anna Hickey, the captain, with that shot. Good save by Nye. This Norton team keeping up with the Hillers here. This is very much a battle. Hillers working it up the far side. Nice pass by Clark. And just a little in front of Recupero or Collar in there. Final moments of this first half. Hiller's working it up the far side. Cross into the box. Sent out. Up top, Recupero. Leaves it behind for Nina. Sent back just past Recupero. And we get a trip call here. Actually, that's going to be the end of the half, it looks like. So that is how the first half will end. A 1-0 Eller lead, Norton Lancers battling hard. And we got ourselves a good TVL cross matchup here with the Norton Lancers out of the TVL small, Hopkinton Hillers out of the TVL large. 1-0 at the halftime break. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. To start week 4 of the Hiller Fall 2024 season, girls soccer hosted Millis on Tuesday, September 24th, and got things going early and often.
That was cleared by the keeper, Ella Maher. Millis led by head coach Steve Bigelow. Recupero takes a shot and nets one. For a while, but they have really expanded and gotten a good amount of participants as of late. Into the box. There's a shot off the crossbar and in. And that is Alex Clark. Back to Nina. Here she comes. Nina TZ. Sends it over. Recupero with a shot. And off the deflection, the ball comes loose. And O'Connor pops it in. Oh, Mashad had a good opportunity there to grab her first goal of the season. Recupero, and with ease, puts it in to the left side of the net.
4 goals in the first half. The Hillers would end up taking the game 5-0. Maddie Recupero netted a pair of goals in the victory. The Hillers also captured road wins versus Bellingham and Algonquin and finished the week with 9 wins and 0 losses. On Wednesday, September 25th, Hiller Field Hockey hosted Bellingham, and it was a good back and forth battle.
Competitive battle here today. That's sent out, top of the circle, there's a shot, and it's in! What a nice score there for Bellingham. It's Vallis. Bellingham, they're keeping an eye on her. Here comes the Hillers, a 2-on-1. Finnegan approaching to the net, and she'll ring it in. Mary Finnegan with her third goal of the season.
Bellingham nets one in the first quarter. Hillers responded in the second quarter. It was 1-1 into the halftime break.
Bellingham 3-6-0. Medway 1-5-0 in front of the net, kicked away. Bellingham on the attack. There's a shot towards the net and in. And Bellingham reclaims the lead. A lot of talent around the TVL. Out in front, and the Hillers looking to strike. Is that ball still loose? Yes, it is, and it's put in. So the Hillers even things up. Stick down there, able to block that pass. Out in front, into the attack area, and it's put in! Abby Burke with the score. And the Hillers have taken the lead.
Hillers net 2 goals in the third quarter, following an early score by Bellingham, and it was a 3-2 Hiller lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Labuti sends it out. Cormier closing in. Wynn trying to move it up. And 5 seconds left. Bellingham, they have to work quick here. And that is going to do it.
A good defensive battle in the fourth quarter, and the Hillers hang on to take the game 3-2 and improve to 4 wins, 4 losses, and a tie on the season. That night, Hiller Girls Volleyball also hosted Bellingham. The Blackhawks of Bellingham entered the game undefeated at 8-0. Hillers were 7-4 coming into the game. Matt Clancy had the call of the intense back and forth action.
Track that one down. Nolan, big swing, nice. And Sid kind of pops it up. Gabby has to track it down. Adriana adjusts, coming back over. Gabby just sends it deep. What a heads-up play by Gabby. Hopkinton takes set number 1, 25-17, 24-18. Still set point for Bellingham. That's in. Oh my! This is incredible. Had to take the headset off there. That was just an awful call. 25-18. Bellingham takes set number 2. Trying to close out set number 3. Dig in. Dig in. Big serve long by Soto. 25-19. Hopkinton takes set number 3. Set point in set number 4. Wow, diving play by Soto to keep that one alive. Gabby, Evie bumps it outside Adriana. Nice job to keep that one alive. Adriana, another block at the net by Bellingham. Gabby outside for Addie. It clips off the net, and that will do it! Hopkinton takes set number 5, 15-5, and the match. What a fun night of volleyball this was. Thanks to everyone who tuned in and the rest of the HCAM crew.
The Hillers take the 5th set, 15-5, to capture the win and hand Bellingham their first loss of the season. Adriana Aquino racked up 15 kills in the match. Olivia Carazza contributed 4 aces. Hopkinton went on to fall 3-2 to a good Algonquin team that Friday, but beat Shrewsbury via a sweep on Saturday, September 28th, to finish the week with 9 wins and 4 losses. On Thursday, September 26th, Hiller Boys Soccer hosted Bellingham on a rainy evening. It was a 1-0 Hiller lead heading into the second half. The Hillers would add 3 more goals and take the win 4-0. Hopkinton improves to 2-4-2 on the season. Bellingham falls to 1-6-3. Hiller football captured a Friday night win on the road, taking down Newton South in dominant fashion by a final of 42-14. Nick Pedroli had 4 touchdowns, and Josh Buentello also had a pair of touchdowns. Hiller football captured a crucial win over a Division I opponent and is now 1-2 on the season.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are just about ready for the second half. 1-0 Hiller lead as we enter the second half of action. Only goal in the game so far was Maddie Recupero at 20 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the half. She was tremendous with a nice breakaway, able to pop it in to put the Hillers on top. We have a change in net for the Hillers. Taylor Scaff is coming out to mind the net for the second half as we switch ends. Hillers will be working right to left across your screen in their home green jerseys. The Lancers in their away white with the purple numbering coming out to the field. Some great goaltending by Norton's Gabrielle Murphy as she heads back to the net for half number 2. She made some incredible saves to keep this game in striking distance for the Lancers. Let's see what the Hillers have in store here. Half number 2 underway. Tom Nappy happy to be on the call with you. Ben Leibowitz on camera. And here we go. With it for the Lancers, Collins sends it over. Anaga. Kulkarni moves it up to O'Connor. Testing that far side. Fotini Granzos. Granzos looking to cross it over into the box. Up top, Nina. Nina going long distance off the mark. Well, good start by the Hillers. Get a little pressure going. Off for Recupero. Starters back out there for the Hillers. Got Tedstone, O'Connor, Grazos in front. Anaga and Recupero along the midfield with Nina and Ashley McCann. And 2 defenders back. You got Mosier and Emma Prisco. Here's Nina. Moves it over to Kulkarni. Anaga sneaks it up to Recupero, looking for the give and go. Stolen away by Collins. Hillers looking to get back to the attack zone. O'Connor feeds it over just to the left of the net. Kilcarney moves it back. Looking to approach. Fotini Gratsos. Back to Nina. Give and go. Here's Nina working along the top of the box. Sneaks it through. And O'Connor's attempt deflected out of play. Hillers draw a corner. Nina TZ sets it up. She'll bring it right in. Nina takes it, and it's off the keeper's hands and put in. Anaga Kilcarney off the deflection. A nice strike for the Hillers early in this second half. The assist will go to Nina TZ. Anaga Kilcarney with the score. The Hillers lead it at 37:02, 2-0. Hillers looking for more pressure. And out of play. Hillers it's actually gonna go to Norton there. That was Anaga Kilcarney's first goal of the season. And Nina Zuganedos, her 10th assist. Team leader in the assist category. Lancers trying to work to their side. Corcoran sends it over. Top of the box, sent in. Scaff comes out and is able to pick it up. Well, some contact there with the attacking forward, and fortunately for the Hillers, Taylor Scaff able to win the battle. Emma Prisco off the throw-in. Sent up by Clark. Yeah, that was a nice kick there by McCann. Norton looking for some space along the near side. Corcoran crosses it over. Back to Corcoran goes Shea. McCann trying to get in there. Shea. And booted away by Clark. Norton back in front of the box. Collins over to Corcoran. Nina able to strike it. Tedstone sends it up. Sent back by Tatro. Back and forth we go here. Lancers looking for a breakaway. Into the box. No one there. Scaff picks it up. Well, the freshman goaltender getting some action here in these early minutes of the second half. That was a great save she made earlier. Certainly saved a goal there. And that is going to take a roll out of play. Hiller throw-in. Six minutes into action here in half number 2. Hiller's up 2-0, but the Lancers finding ways to get a little pressure going. And perhaps some pressure here. Trying to work by Nina, sends it over. Nina sends it away. O'Connor has Tedstow. Here she goes. Along the near side. Into the box, crosses it. Too much. Out of play it goes. Just a little too much on that one. I don't think she saw Recupero to her right there. Along the far side. These Norton forwards, they do a nice job at getting by these Hiller midfielders. They got some moves of their own. Throwing for the Lancers. Clark trying to move it up. Collins trying to go long distance there, deflected off of McCann. Norton looking for pressure. There's a shot just a little high by Adeline Corcoran. Well, the Hillers, they're letting Norton work around the top of the box and having a harder time clearing than they were earlier in the game. These Norton forwards are finding ways to get some pressure going. See if the Hillers could turn it around here. Grazzo's flying up the sideline. Norton throwing. Off Anaga. Tedstone. Out of play. Moved up. In front of the box. Nice box out by O'Connor there. Oh, able to sneak through is Lavoie. Stole by McCann. Sends it over to Nina TZ. Nina airs it out. Recupero. And nearly taken away, but Nina gets in there. We'll get a call. Hiller ball. Here's Hiller's trying to work their way into the box. Nice moves. Sends it over, and Calcarne nets it. What a feed by Recupero. And Anaga Calcarne powers it in for her second goal of the game and second goal of the season. That was just some smooth moves by Recupero. Got her back to the defender. Able to maneuver around her and feed a beauty of a pass to Calcarne, and Calcarne fed a beauty of a shot to the net. Hiller's looking to take control. Second goal of the game, second goal of the season for Calcarne. And this is only her third match of the season. She was out for a number of weeks due to injury, so certainly glad to see her back. There's a shot for Norton wrapped up. And for Recupero, that's her 9th assist of the season. Good boot by Scaff along the far side, but out of play. Hiller's leading it 3-0. I'll tell you though, Norton team, they're not going to go away. They're going to battle throughout the rest of the match, and they're certainly an impressive group. This Norton team has come a long way over the last couple of years, and they should be right in the mix. And I believe in that D3 playoff bracket. Throwing for the Hillers. Clark gets the head in there, Anaga. And Nina TZ with it. Sends it up. Votini Gratsos. Sent over by O'Connor. Recupero. Putting on the moves. Sends it out. And sent back up the field. Into Hiller territory. Nina trying to sneak it through. Along the far side. Good steal by Mosier. Up to Anaga. O'Carney to Recupero. Recupero and Tedstone coming up the field. She'll go far side of Gratsos. Gratsos along the end line. Sends it to the corner of the box. O'Connor looking for the shot, wrapped up. Well, good feed there. Good ball distribution by the Hillers. Sent up by Collins. Nina. And getting around her is Elise Lyons. Kilcarney gets in there. Good boot by McCann. Lyons moves it over to Corcoran. Here's Collins. Approaching. Sends it into Shea. Looking for the cross there. Deflected out of play. Corner for Norton. Adeline Corcoran set for the corner, airs it out. Deflections all over, and it's put in for Norton. The Lancers get a well-needed goal. Well, they were finding ways to get pressure. Eventually, you had to think they're going to break through, and they do it there. And that was Zoe Santos with the score at 25-41. Left to go in the second half. Makes it a 3-1 game. Along the far side. Tedstone moves it up. Looking for Green. Green. Along the end line, got it too much in front of her. Nina. Here comes Recupero. Out in front, got it! Maddie Maddie Recupero responds. Her second goal of the game. Makes it 4-1 Hillers at 24:52. They respond about 49 seconds later. Maddie Recupero, 15 goals on the season. Well, after a 1-0 first half, we're getting some scoring here in this second frame. A lot of good shots in that first half and a lot of almost goals. But here in the second half, we're getting the goals. Along the far side, that is Catherine Chow. Chow and Green were trying to work it upfield, getting in the way. Collins. Hiller's going to move it back. See if they're going for the switch here. Yep. Up the middle. Too much. Kilcarney gets in the direction of that one along the far side now. Fotini Grazos moves it over, trying to close in Prisco, crosses it into the box. Kilcarney for the hat trick. Oh, it was just saved. Murphy just able to get the wrap on it. Along the near side. Put out of play. Throw in the Lancers. Lease Lyons on the entry. Header there by McCann. Kilcarney sends it up. What a game Ottaga's having. Certainly a candidate for player of the day. Long way to go, however. Here come the Lancers. Kilcarney gonna break it up. Sends it up. Tedstone trying to get there. Just playing the ball there. Good no call. Mosier getting out in front of it. Knocked out of play. Throw in the Lancers. Just under 22 minutes left in the second half. A 4-1 game. I'll tell you, I haven't seen many teams being able to put pressure on the Hillers like this Lancers team is. They certainly got some talent. Along the far side, out of play. These Lions on the entry. Sent out. Along the near side, Sarah Morrison. She was battling Tedstone. Tedstone getting in the way of that one. Here she comes. Tedstone switching it over to the far side, looking for Grazos. Official going to say it was out. Throw in Hillers. Riley Colleran coming into the game to give Nicole Tedstone a breather. Throwing Hillers, Tedstone. Gratsos. Crosses it over. Passing it back there, Chow. Norton able to get it away from Nina. And a play, throwing Hillers. Here's Chow. Back out of play. Throwing for Norton. We've surpassed the midway point of this second half. It's been an action-packed game here this afternoon. Lancers looking for pressure. Nina getting out in front of that pass by Shea. Sends it up. Coming up the near side, Natal. Now looking to approach Zoe Santos up against Nina. Sends it over. Top of the box. There's a boot off the head of Scaff. Loose ball, and she wraps it up. Wow, what a save by the freshman. Scaff just getting the hand on it. That was about to enter the top part of the net. Scaff gets the hand on it, hits the crossbar. And Hiller's able to clear the danger zone. Into the box once again, and Scaff has this one. I'll tell you, Scaff's got some springs. She's got some ups. Turned upfield by Chow. Took every inch of Scaff on that jump to get her hand on that ball. Norton looking to approach. Nina. Kilcarney. Over to Nuttall. Sends it along the end line. Picked up by Scaff. We're going to get a ruling in favor of Norton here. We're going to have a free kick. Anna Hickey, the captain, will take it. Crosses it. Batted out of the box. Along the far side. Batted in the air by McCann. Looking to get through Colleran. Colleran running into Lavoie there. Back to Colleran goes Chow. Smooth moves. Working that sideline. Here she goes. Crosses it and a little to the left there. Couple substitutions for the Hillers. Maddie Recupero back into the game along with Sophia TZ Anaga Killarney will come out. Tremendous day by Anaga. She was fantastic. 2 goals, nearly a third. And it was just a save on that almost third goal from Anaga. Recupero sends it back to Nina. Little give and go here. Norton able to move it up. Halted by McCann, set up. Nina. Good job by Sophia TZ cutting off the forward there. With it is McKenna Perham. Sends it back. Perham. Looking to sneak that one through. Good stop by McCann. Gets by Mosier. Lancers looking for a shot here. Picked up by Scaff. Norton was looking for a call there. Sent over by Prisco. Just under 14 minutes left in the second half. Well, Coach Skiba getting some of the younger group in there, and he wants to give these girls an opportunity to play against this tough, competitive Norton team. What do we got here? All right, and the official wanted a trainer check in on one of the Norton athletes and a hickey coming out of the game, and trainer will check on her. So the official clearly observed something there that would bring this game to a stoppage so the trainer could check out Hickey, because that one's batted out of play. Ashley McCann on the entry. And that's another job of these officials. Make sure the athletes out there are okay and none of them are looking dehydrated or dealing with an injury, trying to play through it. Got to be safe. Especially on a day like today where it's not blistering hot, but certainly a little bit. And that sun is glistening on the field, so that certainly brings up the temperature a little bit on the surface. And let's face it, soccer's all running. Easy sport to get dehydrated in. Sophia TZ with the boot. Lancers trying to work that near sideline. A slide in by Green. Throw in Norton. Sent up by Colleran. Can Green get there? Popped away by the defender. Throw in Hillers. On the entry, Ashley McCann. Along the top of the box. Putting on the move, Sophia TZ. Here's Recupero. Sends it over. Nina. Got a little tripped up there. Chow trying to track it down along the far side. Along the end line. Crosses it. And popped out of the box. McCann gets a piece of it. Nina sends it up. Sent back up top by Sophia TZ, and Norton gets it away. Shea feeds it up. I'll tell you, this Norton team, they got the speed to keep up with the Hillers. You know, and they're challenging them. They're getting in there, trying to play the ball, trying to draw the turnovers, and there's not a lot of teams that can challenge this Hiller team like they have today. Along the near side. Nina gets it over. Sent up by Prisco. Chow. Chow crosses it over. Nina. Sent away out of play. Throw in Hillers. They'll do it again. Here's Recupero. Nina. Recupero with possession. Moves it up. Back to Nina. Over to Recupero. And a play along the far side. Norton throwing. Well, busy day on HCAM tomorrow. Don't forget, every Wednesday evening is must-see HCAM TV. We'll have HCAM Sports Talk at 5:30 p.m. Brand new episode. Peter Thomas joins us to talk Hiller boys and girls soccer. We'll have our NFL picks, plus the latest Hiller highlights. Hiller HCAM Sports Talk keeping you up to date on local, high school, college, and professional sports every Wednesday at 5:30. And then following that, a brand new edition of HCAM News. We talked to the director of the Hopkinton Center for the Arts, Kelly Grill, find out what's going on at the HCA. And we also talked to Executive Director of Bay Path Humane Society, Liz Jeffress, to see what's going on at Bay Path. Sent up the far side. Chow trying to sneak through. It's must-see HCAM TV every Wednesday on HCAM TV, starting with HCAM Sports Talk at 5:30. Hillers along the top of the box. Deflected over. Chow doing a nice job staying in front of that one. Here's Recupero. Look out. Looking to sneak in. Sent over. Collarin. Crosses it. And a shot and a save. What a save there. That was a beauty of a cross by Collarin. Sophia TZ with the shot. A diving save by the freshman Gabrielle Murphy. Along the far side. Cleared away. Hillers looking for pressure. We're in the final 5 minutes of this second half. Hillers coming up the middle. Sent up the far side. We apologize. We're having some freezes in the stream, it looks like. We're trying to work on that. Hillers working up the middle. Here's Recupero. Recupero closing in. Takes the shot off the crossbar. Also in there, Aubrey Thomas. Apologies for the lack of commentary over the last few minutes. Having some live stream issues. I guess the only good thing is they're occurring towards the end of the broadcast, not in the core of the action, but we don't like to have them at all, so we are certainly trying to work on those. Hillers set for the entry from the far side. Up top. Crosses it, and it's put in! And that is Maddie Recupero with yet another one. A beauty of a pass. And the Hillers strike once again in the final minutes of this first half. Or, excuse me, of this second half. And that is going to do it. This game going to end by a 5-1 final. The Hopkinton Hillers improve to 10-0 on the season. The Norton Lancers fall to 5-1. A great battle. Norton, they challenged the Hillers at many points in this game. Got some good shots up off themselves, but the Hillers were just able to take control of this one in this second half, and get some great shots on net to net a very nice sequence of goals, and they take the victory 5-1. Hiller girls remain perfect with 10 wins in 10 matches. Very impressive performance this afternoon for the Hillers. Maddie Recupero scored the first goal midway through the first half. Then Annika Kilcarney had a pair of goals at 37 minutes and 2 seconds left, as well as 30:06. And then that was in the second half at 37 and 34, Annika Kilcarney. And then Zoe Santos struck for Norton at 25:41. Maddie Recupero was able to strike right back at 24:52. And then Recupero with one and the final minutes of the action to give the Hillers the 5-1 win over the Norton Lancers. That is going to do it for our coverage here this evening. A big thank you for watching Hiller Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. And we will catch you next time. Big thank you to our camera person today, Ben Leibowitz. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.